What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, XLM, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, we look at a different cryptocurrency every single week with your guys' help. So definitely make sure to comment your favorite altcoin down below or one you see the most undervalued. This way we can review it for next week's videos and see if it's worth investing into. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's episode is yesterday we put out a video basically talking about buying back into crypto, buying back into certain, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and XRP. And I want to show you guys how that trade actually went. It wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. Some people are going to hold long term. I got in, got out real quick, and was able to just score a little bit of profit, which is fine. Granted that the markets really, I believe, are still undervalued and headed to go back up. But XRP and Ethereum and pretty much all these cryptocurrencies are showing good patterns, so I'm really not too worried. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. And let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, as you can see, I am currently on the current coin market cap top 10. Cryptocurrencies look okay. Actually, we're seeing, a lot more of a recovery than I had anticipated. Granted, the past couple of days have been pretty rough on the coin. We're up about 5.5% overall on the market. Bitcoin's up 9%. XRP didn't see the biggest recovery, only 2%, but these two cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and XRP, were the cryptos we were talking about, referencing a good buying opportunity for a reversal to the upside. Not only that, the rest of the market looks okay. It's more of a consolidation point, and we're still, for the most part, some of these cryptos are lower than where the original correction happened. So jumping onto these cryptos, I want to show you XRP. This is Ethereum. We have Bitcoin as well as XLM. So to talk about XRP to start, we actually bought in right here, right at about 87 cents. And then we obviously created some sort of stop loss, which I'll show you where I did. The stop loss was closer to right here at about 80 cents in regards to potentially reversing to the downside. But we actually just leveraged this up. And once this candle closed, that's when we sold off. So from about 87 cents to 91 cents, we were able to capitalize on like a 4-cent run to the upside, as I know a lot of people on my Discord were talking about. But since then, we've actually reversed downwards, and I'm not worried though. I feel like a lot of people were under that impression that, markets are looking a little wary, and they are, granted, but especially when they saw the prices start to wick below here, that's when people were starting to get worried. Now, I wasn't worried in the fact that I had a good confidence that we were probably going to see a wick back up, as we have been doing the past couple of months on this coin specifically, and we've actually managed to do so right here. We're actually starting to wick back up, and we got inside our uptrend once again. Something very similar happened on Bitcoin that I'd like to talk about, but I'm starting to notice on the 4-hour some sort of weird downtrend that's forming. We didn't really retest the moving average on the 4-hour. We did only once, and we've just been fairly undervalued since then, but we are holding support fairly well, and prices are starting to battle this downtrend. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to play out again. It's unfortunate. We do have big bearish crosses on most of these cryptos, but for the most part, the MACDs look okay. So really what I'm waiting for is to see if we can break through not only this downtrend, but stay above, these support levels here. So really, ultimately, by the amount of movement we've had, support level is at like 86 cents. So if we can actually close above 86 cents here today, we can pretty much guarantee that we're going to be breaking through this downtrend here. And that's really the next obstacle that, XRP has to face. So I'm waiting for this downtrend to be broken. We need to see the candle kind of close above here. Let's say tomorrow we close above here. We start trading outside maybe at 90, 92 cents. Ultimately, I'd like to see it get broken so that we can pretty much move back up to $1, maybe $1.02 support. And then hopefully, swing all the way back up to top resistance at like $1.38, which would be great. $1.28, $1.30. You can see how big of a symmetrical triangle this is forming. So it's here. It's very visible, and you guys can't say you don't see it. There's a big uptrend and a big downtrend that's forming. A ton of volume within the symmetrical triangle here that was at the start. Now, since we're getting so much closer to the point of breakout here, we're going to see volume kind of dip off, which is what we're currently seeing, especially getting sandwiched between the moving average right here and the bottom support level. level. So we have not too much longer of consolidation. It ends probably in about at most a week and a half, but at the earliest another week. And granted, we just need to fill in this gap here. We need to either retest, break through top resistance here and send us up higher, which would ultimately break the downtrend lower high pattern that we're forming. Or we're going to end up breaking through bottom support, which would be the worst case scenario, and that would ultimately send us downwards into a guaranteed bull bear market that could pull us all the way down to like 20 cents on XRP, which I don't want to see, but short term is what I'm paying attention to right now, and that will pretty much gauge when we're buying in and selling off. And ultimately, it was a small buy-in opportunity. I like to buy in when we retest support levels, which is what we did. So we bought in for a small move to the upside. And since then, I now want to talk about some of the other cryptocurrencies we haven't looked at. The big winner was for Bitcoin. A lot of you guys hopefully took advantage of that. But yesterday we mentioned that closing, once we saw a retest of this bottom support level and we closed up here at 33,000, we discussed that this would be a very good buy-in opportunity to leverage it to the upside. And since then we shot up from 33,000 all the way up to $38,000. That's I think a $5,000 jump in price. Leveraging that deemed very profitable for a lot of people. So I'm glad some people took advantage of that. It's also nice to see that the coin is back above its uptrend. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to stay in this uptrend here. This was really bad just in general, the fact that we closed below here for just even a day. But ultimately, we do have this support level at 30K. We have our top resistance at 40K. We know that. But with this uptrend here, as long as we can stay above here, it'd be nice. But there is, like I said, a downtrend very similar to XRP on its 4-hour. You can see it on Bitcoin right now. And we started to form this downtrend right here. Support level, you can kind of see where the price actually broke bearish from and corrected lower. But since then, we've come back up, regained support on the uptrend, and are currently battling the moving average. So very similar in patterns to XRP. Instead of XRP heading up to retest its 4-hour, Bitcoin actually needs to break through its 4-hour for us to start to get back into momentum. And ultimately, we are getting closer and closer to sandwiching ourselves between that and the moving average right here. Or sorry, between the price of 37 and 40,000 right here. So what I'm looking for is ultimately us to stay either above this uptrend here, or even if we consolidate it out, but at some point come back up to retest the $40,000 resistance level that's been forming on Bitcoin for quite some time now, breaching through there and swinging us back up to the moving averages, much closer to $46,000, which I still believe firmly we are going to do in the next couple of days. The coin is undervalued. Yes, we've seen prices, trend above here for quite some time now, but usually, especially this quickly of a reversal, we should be seeing the prices move back up to retest the undervalued market and retest those moving averages. So that's why I'm fairly confident in seeing a break to the upside. I do think we need to set a new lower high. I don't think this is the newest lower high. What I mean by that is this would be the first right here. This would be the second right here. I'm looking for a third, something like that. That would continue us to spiral downwards. And then hopefully we get close enough to retest this apex right here, consolidate in, and then hopefully we break bullish, which would be great. That would reverse the pattern and send us higher. But we can't do anything until we breach through $40,000 support levels. So this was a really good buying opportunity. I would sell now, in my opinion, if you still were holding on to it. I did it with XRP. Bitcoin is the same thing. We talked about these are both buying opportunities. And now I would sell off and wait to see what exactly happens, because we could easily get rejected on this downtrend here and reverse all the way back down to 30K. Next step is obviously 30 and 40K to be those those support levels and resistance levels for us to either buy in or sell short. And it's mainly just a consolidation game. Another tip that I recommend, and I have been making a fairly good profit even on XRP's little correction that we had. You can see the 4-hour. We literally capitalized on this movement right here that I want to show you guys. So about like 85 cents right here, all the way up to top resistance. That's where we sold, and we capitalized off this little run right here. So it wasn't too much. It's nothing crazy, but ultimately how I've been profiting off these trades is by using BitYard, which I have pulled up right here, as you can see. And we've been putting in a lot of pretty big trades and doing it in the easiest way possible. And honestly, what I've been doing over the course of the past couple of days when the markets have been pretty much dead is I pull up my demo account that I have here, and I did link BitYard in the description, and it gives me about 100K in trading volume that I can use, or just 100K in like fake money that I can test my market on. So if I wanted to buy in now, let's say let's go to XRP. We anticipate XRP is going to become a correction, and we know that we're having problems breaking through resistance here. I'd like to think we're going to go bullish. If I'm going to buy in, I might as well do it in a positive, light. So if we wanted to, let's say Bitcoin, or no, let's do XRP. We think XRP is going to continue to break to the upside. What I would do is go in BitYard. I pull up XRP, which I have. Then I would click right here to the leverage amount. I would do 10 times, put in, let's say, $200, because 200 times 10 is a lot more money than you guys would think. And then we click buy long, and we can confirm the buy in order, and that was submitted. And then we can click a stop loss, and we can trade around stop losses right here, or take profits, and then we can go to the price where we can take profits and sell off, which is a very nice ad. Don't get me wrong. We can change the amount right here. So we bought in right at 88 cents on XRP, so we know that we can probably set a stop loss a little bit lower at like 80. We know to set it closer, I would say right here at like 85, maybe 85 cents. So then what we can do is move this up to 80. We could do 84, and that's about a 52. Let's do 85. That's about a 40. And we click confirm. So the stop loss is set at 85 cents. So if prices dip to retest 85 cents, we know to liquidate and get out, because markets are probably going to drop at 85 cents, which is below our uptrend here. Obviously, we have to play around with the way these are trading. I like to buy in the second we see confirmation of a break on the support levels, because I know we probably won't come back down to retest it. That's why I gamble like that, but educated gambling. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing, just testing my skills like that on these trades, and we'll see how exactly it does. But that's why I like to use BitYard. They have a ton of different opportunities, great ways to just capitalize off of runs and practice in the market when things aren't really going when things are just going sideways. Otherwise, guys, Ethereum looks okay, retesting bottom support. Another reason why I would think we're probably going to swing back up, and the same thing would go with XLM. And then as for the S&P 500, we've pretty much just been trading sideways, flatlined out. It's just crap right now. I understand it, but it's kind of what I wanted. Hopefully we can correct back down to retest bottom support right here. That's when I'll buy in and leverage it back to the upside, or buy in to the upside. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.